You know, we have this habit of thinking about our health like it's a simple light switch. You're either on, you're well, or you're off, you're sick. But what if that whole way of thinking is just wrong?
I mean, it's a question we get asked all the time, right? But the reality, the actual reality of our health, is so much more nuanced than a simple yes or no answer.
So let's get this straight. Health isn't a switch, it's a spectrum, a dynamic, constantly shifting journey. Today, we're going to explore a new way to look at that journey, a brand new map, really, that helps us make sense of the incredible complexity of our own well-being.
So what is this map? Well, it's called the 5 Realms model. And this isn't just some theory somebody dreamed up. It's a holistic framework that's been built from over 2 decades of real-world clinical experience. It's designed to look at the whole picture, everything that makes us either thrive or, well, suffer. Okay, so the 5 Realms model, what does that actually mean? At its heart, it's a way of seeing our well-being as this incredible dynamic dance. A dance between what's going on inside our bodies, our own unique personal experience, and of course, the world around us. And this dance, it plays out across 5 distinct but totally interconnected realms. You've got health, maladaptations, disease, experience, and the big one, our eco-socio-cultural context. Let's dive in and break these down one by one. We're going to start with our inner world, which is really made up of 3 core biological realms. Now, this is absolutely crucial. Don't think of these as separate boxes. Think of them as a continuous, flowing spectrum. First up, the realm of health. And right away, this model completely flips the script on what health means. It's not just about not being sick. It's an active process. It's our ability to adapt to challenges, that's a concept called allostasis, and to actively build the resources that help us thrive. That's salutogenesis. This is so empowering because it shifts our focus from just avoiding illness to proactively building our strength. So what happens when those challenges just become too much? Well, that's when we enter the realm of maladaptations. I love this analogy. Think of it as your body's check engine light. It's that fuzzy gray area where our body's attempts to adapt, that allostasis we just talked about, start to go into overdrive. The very things that are meant to protect us, like a chronic stress response or insulin resistance, start to do long-term damage. These are huge signals, and we've got to learn to listen to them. Now, if those maladaptations become more permanent, we eventually land in the realm of disease. But here's a wild question for you. What even is a disease? Philosophically, there's a big debate. You've got the naturalist view, which says it's just a straightforward biological problem. Then you have the normativist view, which argues it's any state that we, as a society, have decided is bad or harmful.
So where does the 5 Realms model land on this? Well, it does something really smart. It takes a hybrid view. It says a disease is a biological dysfunction that we also collectively agree is a problem. This is so important because it acknowledges that disease is both a biological fact and a social judgment. It helps explain why the very definition of a disease can change over time and even from one culture to another.
Okay, let's add the next layer, because this is where it gets really interesting. Our internal biology, that's only part of the story. Everything we feel physically, every single sensation, gets filtered through this incredibly powerful lens of our own personal, subjective experience. This idea from neuroscience is a total game changer. Our brains are not just passively taking in information like a camera. No way. They are actively predicting and constructing our reality based on everything we've ever experienced before. This means our perception literally creates our experience of being sick or well.
And this is exactly why 2 people can have the exact same diagnosis on paper, but have completely different experiences of that illness. The story you tell yourself, the meaning you attach to your symptoms, it profoundly shapes your emotions and ultimately your entire journey toward healing.
Okay, I know this can sound a bit abstract, so let's make it super concrete with a simple example. Peppermint. In the realm of health, a daily cup of peppermint tea can be a wonderful ritual for mindfulness. In maladaptations, it can help soothe that tense stomach you get from stress. In disease, a specific enteric-coated peppermint oil is actually used to treat diagnosed IBS. And in the realm of experience, the menthol and peppermint creates a cooling sensation, literally changing your perception. See? One plant working its magic across 4 different realms.
But hold on, we're not done. There's one more realm, and it's the biggest one of all. It's the world we actually live in, the realm that holds everything else inside it.
I mean, listen to this quote from way back in 1848. It's as true today as it was then. Rudolf Virchow knew that our health is fundamentally,
absolutely tied to the conditions of our society. Our individual health just doesn't happen in a bubble.
This is the realm of eco-socio-cultural context, and it's made up of things we call the social determinants of health. We're talking about the basics: having clean air and water, a safe place to live, enough food to eat, social justice, and economic stability. These aren't optional extras. They are the absolute bedrock of health.
You can think of it like this. Our environment, our culture, our political systems, they form the container that holds all the other parts of our health. And that container can either support us and help us flourish, or it can create massive barriers to our well-being.
So let's bring this all together. What this new map really shows us is that health isn't some destination you arrive at. It's a constant, dynamic process. It's a dance.
The 5 realms are constantly interacting, always in motion. Your realm of health can literally expand, pushing back against disease and maladaptation. Or it can contract when it's under pressure from a tough experience or a difficult environment. And seeing it this way is so incredibly empowering because it shows us all the different places where we can step in and actively participate in our own well-being.
This model gives us a richer, more honest map of our well-being. It moves us beyond those simple black and white labels so we can see the whole interconnected, beautiful picture. So here's my question for you. With this new map in your hands, what part of your health journey will you explore first? The answer just might change everything.